welcome back to my channel. My name is Jhems, and on this video we are doing a sewing tutorial, which is this headband, the wrap headband. So remember with my previous short, I put a video there before wherein I was wearing this wrapped headband, and I've asked for the viewers if they would like a sewing tutorial of this, and yeah, I've got some yes there. So that is what we're doing this time. This headband is really cute. It's really easy to use. Also, this is useful because, you know, when you're putting your makeup or you're washing your face, it will just take away all the hairs from your face, and it's also so retro, so cute. Yeah, so I like this. I got this headband for I think a year now, and I haven't done this headband for quite a while. So I did a refresher course for myself. So what I did is I made this smaller version before doing the actual tutorial. So with this headband, you can actually like adjust how you want it, size wise, how you want it. So it's like a bunny. I personally like the thicker one, but I don't mind this. What do we need for this project? We need our fabric. So with this one that I'm wearing, the thinner one, I used 2.5 inches by 30 inches. With this thicker one, I'm gonna use 4 inches by 30 inches. I need 2 pieces of it because we're gonna put it right sides together. So we need 2. And then we also need this kind of wire. This is probably 19 to 20 millimeters thick. So we need at least the length of this fabrics, but we'll check it later on. We also need the flyer because we need to turn it or cut it later. And we need an iron. I'm gonna use this small iron that I have because this is just a small project. And yeah, that's basically what we need. We don't need much for this. Easy project, very cute, and you can like style yourself with it, or you can just use it when you want to wash your face, or you want to put your makeup on, or you're just at home, or when it's summer, it's really nice as well. So let's begin. With our fabrics facing each other, right side together, we're just gonna fold this into half. I'm gonna make a mark here by ironing it. That is the middle. And then I need a pen and mark at least 1 inch on top and around 1.5 inches at the bottom. So I've got a ruler here. I've got my markings there with my pen. There, that's the 1 inch, and at the bottom I've got the 1.5 inches. So I'm gonna transfer that on the other side as well, so that I know where to stop and where to start stitching. The next step is we need to find the middle of this open end. So I'm gonna fold it like this way, and then I'll just iron it. And then we need to find 3 inches, or mark it 3 inches from top downwards. So I'll use this again. We'll have to do that on both sides. So I have it here. That is my marking of 3 inches, and another one here. Now I need something that is circle or half circle. You can use, I used to use plate before, but I didn't get anything from the kitchen, so I'm gonna use anything. You can use anything circle. So I'm gonna use this, and I'll just put it there, and then mark this from the line to the middle. We'll do that on both sides. We need this just for the shape, so Let me share with you how mine looks like. So it's like this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim this edge. Okay guys, so now we've trimmed it, this ends, those ends, and you still have this folded part here. Now what we're gonna do is we can clip it just to secure them together, and we're gonna start stitching. I just ironed that to remove the crease in the middle. I still have my markings there wherein I've got like the 1 inch and the 1.5 inch. So this is the shorter markings. I've got the 1 inch. So we're gonna start stitching now, guys. This is the fabric that I have. This is the marking that I have, like a smaller markings, smaller opening. We're gonna start stitching by beginning here in the middle top, following the shape of the fabric. Make sure that you do your back stitch at the beginning and at the end. So start from here, follow the shape of the fabric, and then continue until the mark, which is here. Back stitch, stop, lift your needle, and then start again with this another line, back stitch, and continue until you just follow the shape of your fabric until the end, middle end of that side. I'm gonna do that, then we'll do the next step. Make sure you use 1 centimeter seam allowance. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this excess thread here, because that is where we will insert, that opening is where we will insert our wire later. So this side is the one that's been stitched with a smaller opening there. So we're gonna go on this side now. We are going to start at the bottom mark that we have. We're gonna stitch it all the way down, and then when you reach here at the bottom, so we're gonna stitch it until there. Can you see my marking? We're gonna stitch it until there. We're gonna lift our needle and continue stitching here, given like a space on this other side that has been stitched earlier. We're gonna leave 1 centimeter seam allowance again, and we're just gonna continue stitching it this side until we reach the corner. We're gonna lift our needle again, then continue stitching this way, giving us a 1 centimeter seam allowance until we reach the line here for us, the marking that we have. I hope that makes sense. So this is where I'm gonna begin the bottom marking of the wider opening. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got 1 centimeter seam allowance. Do a back stitch. Now that is the middle. Remember this when we fold it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this and turn my fabric around, and I'm gonna continue stitching here, same as my marking, continue stitching here, giving this allowance, at least 1 centimeter allowance, because that is where we will insert the wire later. So I'm just gonna continue stitching this all the way through. Now that I've reached the middle, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this, I'm gonna turn my fabric around, and I'm gonna continue stitching until I reach the marking that I have for the opening. So I'm just gonna continue stitching this. Just follow the shape of the fabric until I reach to this point wherein I've got my marking. Now we're just gonna trim all the excess thread. This corner, we need to trim them as well, but make sure you don't cut the part that you've stitched. Just trim them, both sides, both ends. Now we need to flip them inside out. So this is our opening, and when you look inside it, you will find the other opening, the smaller opening. Let me try and find it. This is where we will insert this part. This is it. This is where we will insert our wire later. So let me just iron this to make them flat, nice and flat. Now we need to get our wire and get the size of this fabric from end to end. I'm just gonna cut it with this. I've marked it there. Now the next thing we're gonna do is, since this part is a bit sharp, we want to turn this around and just secure it. Make sure that you won't hurt yourself, like flatten it. Now what we need to do is we need to fold this so we know where's the middle. That's the middle. And we need to open the wider part. This is the wider part. And if you look inside it, you will see your marking and the opening that you have. Don't know, can you see it? See, I put X there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert the ends of our wire into that opening, and we're just gonna push it inside. I'm struggling on this side. The other end reached this part already. This is the wire. It reached the end, but I am struggling on this side. Sometimes it catches the fabric, so it won't really go up till the corner. So we're just gonna try it. Anyway, they are fine. So now what we're gonna do, this is the last part. We are going to stitch this opening. So our wire is already inside. It's here if you can see it. Can you see it? It's there. So we're just gonna stitch this, lock it, and we're finished. And we're finished. I hope you find it really easy. If you have any question, if I didn't explain it properly, please put on the comment down below and ask your questions. This is the wider one. Let me wear it. See how it is. You can like get your hair, all your hair. See how cute it is? Wait, I want my bangs out. By the way, do you like the bigger one or the wider one or the thinner version of it? How is it, guys? Did you find it easy or difficult? If you have any question, put it on the comment down below and I will answer it for you. If you want me to do any sewing tutorial, and you can just put it on the comment down below and we'll see what we can do. I'll see you in the next videos, guys. I love you all. Bye.